Hey there, my fellow lunatics. Dakin the Mad here, and today I have got a base showcase video for you. I've had a bunch of people in the comments ask me to show off my base as they've seen snippets of it in other videos, and so I figured, why not? The base is pretty much done at this point. There's some modifications and changes that I'll make here and there, and as more updates come out, I'm sure I'll make some changes to the base, but for the most part right now, it's got everything I need, so yeah, let's go ahead and show it off. First of all, it is a hard mode world, and this is the core of the hard mode world. My base is not at the core. Originally, I made this hard mode world entirely as a place just to farm bosses. So there is a portal to every single boss in the game, and I have actually blocked off all of the boss zones with the exception of Glurch, since he just rips right through it, so that they are isolated and other creatures can't get to it or spawn in the area. So that was the original purpose of this hard mode world, but since then I have added a few other things, starting with my base. So my base is only accessible via a portal. You can't walk into it. And this is the main entrance area. Created this little garden for the portal room where I have my rune song that I no longer really use. And I've got my little oracle deck here. Over to the left, we have my storage room. This whole thing is set up on an auto sorter. So you put all of the loot in this one chest here, and it goes through and sorts it with whatever is in the chests. And this room is rather large, so I'm sorry it's going to lag a little bit here, but there is a lot going on in this room, as this mob farm is rather extensive. Items that can't be sorted easily, I have manually set up down below so that you can just access my helms, chest plates, rings, whatever. Oh, you can actually see some items moving through the auto farm right now, as they will reach those are all figurines. So here's where my figurines are currently stored. And this is where those items are on their way to at the moment. Right now, I have some extra room in the auto farm for expansion, but eventually when it fills up, then I will still have this box here for overflow for stuff that isn't sorted. So since this is such a large room, I built a little train track to help me move along it a little bit easier. Oops. That is one of the flaws of it. If you get too close to the walls, you can still pick up the items. So let's put these back in the sorter. You can see it just drops them there and starts them on their journey. So moving around, continuing. Down here we've got the farm. This is where I have all of my crops all set up, and I can just harvest in a line. Right now this thing only goes 5 sprinklers deep, but I can expand it further south if I wanted to. And then storage area right here. Next, coming this direction, I've got my kitchen. Here's where I have all my raw ingredients, everything that I need for cooking my foods. And then over here, I've got all my finished product, everything that I'm storing by rarity, my epics, plenty of cooking space. And then you come down here, and this is my fishing area. I've got my fishing equipment down here. I've got my ocean water, my lava. I created little biomes here to just kind of reflect the type of water that it is. This is my acid water. This is my mold water. I didn't want to create a mold area here. I figured that would be dangerous. And just regular, ordinary water. So this is where I can come so that I can fish in any water type that I need to fish in. And then, of course, I just cook it up right here. Moving on, this is my crafting room. I've got all of my forges down below. I considered making an auto smelting system, but I don't really deal with smelting stuff that much these days. So I just figured I'd put it here and it looks pretty. I've got all my crafting benches in my main crafting chest. Got 2 of those set up here for all of my crafting equipment. A couple extra additional storage for things like here's where I keep chests. And I keep all my boss loot, all my boss summoning loot here. So everything that I need, if I need, paint, if I need to access my seasonal crafting, everything to craft is all handled in this room. Heading on to the left here, we've got my trophy room. This is where I keep all of my figurines for all of the bosses, creatures, everything. I don't have valuables on display. I just have the figurines on display. And then, of course, I have expansion room for additional figurines that may come out in the future. But as of right now, my collection is complete as of the time of recording. And we're going to head up. And this is the NPC rooms. This is first in the middle. We've got my room here. And then I'm still decorated for the winter holiday at the moment. But then from left to right, I decorated each room. I tried to theme it a little bit like the biome that they're from. So I wanted to go for just a little bit more generic early world kind of view here. Mining equipment. And then, more of the actual metropolis blue glow kind of feel. There's bigger chests in here because I have coins. I actually buy materials from all the summoning idols are on this merchant. So I have all my ancient coins in this room so that I can just buy from him whenever I want to restock. And my fishing NPC. And the holiday NPC, who's at the moment decorated for Christmas, even though the holidays officially just ended. So that's the NPC area. And then we're going to head right over here. And this is kind of like my testing zone. It's separated into different mob spawn chunks. And I do things like test builds over here. I make videos over here. This is where I do my my farming videos, and this is where I practice things like I've been trying to figure out a way to make my my auto sorting system a little bit more condensed and a little bit more efficient. So I've been practicing that over in this area. It's not set up right now though, but this is just a generic area for me to do other things in. So that is my entire base. So this is the current layout of it. And the last major cool thing that people like to look at that's part of my base isn't in the base itself. It's over here. And that's this guy. This is the mob farm. I'm just going to circle around it, as I'll go into more detail on this guy in a mob farm video. This massive thing here, which I'm sorry for the jerkiness, it is huge with lots of creatures in it, so it gets laggy. But this behemoth is my mob farm, and if you haven't seen it, check out my beginner tutorial video for mob farming, and I have some intermediate and advanced mob farm tutorials coming. And they will eventually teach you how to make your own farm just as big and as crazy as this guy here. So I hope you enjoyed everything that you saw, and hope that you liked the base. And if, feel free to leave a comment below. If you liked it, tell me what you think was cool. Tell me what you didn't like. And I will see everybody next time. Until then, stay crazy.